Hello, welcome to Homeopathic Services. My name is Pierre Fontaine. I've been a professional homeopath for well over 25 years. I've written 2 books. My second book is about autism and pandas, One Heart, One Mind, available on Amazon. Chock full of cases, whole cases, not just a couple of symptoms, whole cases. Somebody said that my book is padded, the cases are too long. No, but I want you to know the evolution, the real evolution of the child, of the children whose autism was reversed. Okay, so much to talk about. I haven't spoken in quite a long time. I don't want to do that. I would love to be able to do one a week. But what triggered this one definitely was I received an email about IgA nephropathy. In my first book, there's a case. In any case, but it's the structure of the email. So I'm going to talk about that, and then I'm going to present the case on the spectrum. The two are connected in a way, in the sense of what information is needed. So I received this email. I have IgA nephropathy. Okay. My creatine level is 2.5. Urine is foamy. 3 grams per day protein is going in the urine. I was diagnosed in 2012. So right now we have all the numbers, right? Now she goes, there's swelling in the foot and the face, and I am a female in my 30s. And I thought this is a very interesting order, okay? Because this is the order we have been taught by medicine to take in terms of priority. The priority is, here are my numbers. Here's my creatine level and the protein and so on and so forth. We have been taught to care about this, what the printout is, and then the symptoms, and then who we are. Well, in homeopathy, it's the exact opposite. I want to know who you are and what are your symptoms and how are the symptoms involving affecting your life. And then, in the end, we'll take a look at the numbers. We'll actually take a look at the numbers, more particularly in the follow-ups, because we want to know how the numbers are also falling into place after the homeopathic remedy. In other words, how you are healing. Okay, so I thought the structure of this, it seems benign, but it is important because it is our conditioning. Our conditioning is very different than what we need, what really should, our interest should be, which is the person, the suffering, i.e. the symptoms, the suffering, and how the suffering is affecting the person. So that's what really propelled me to do this video very quickly today. So this is a case. I want to follow this observation with a case, a light case of autism. This is not a deep case, low functioning. This is a rather high to moderate functioning case of autism on the spectrum. He claps his hand loudly. He prefers his brother to sleep with him. He has great fears of birds. He gets upset when he goes out and teased by friends. He gets upset in class if it's too difficult. He likes to stay home. He likes the movie Home Alone. He says he doesn't need friends as long as he has his family. He works very hard to improve himself. Okay, he's a hard worker. He wants to understand how others feel and think, but he doesn't have that connection with others. So that is the basic information. Like I said, a high-functioning, moderate-functioning child on the spectrum. What we would have called Asperger at the time, yeah? So then there's information, of course. There's the pregnancy that I talk about in this book a lot, how important it is. So he has fear of birds, right? So I thought That was one of the first things that was said, and that's where I'll go. Why not? I said, well, tell me about a fear of birds. Well, he shouts and he screams when they come close. He's very cautious. He's afraid of the beaks. Not perfectly understandable if you have fear of birds, right? But he was never pecked. So as the consultation goes on, which takes about 3 hours, this fear of birds came up a few times, and then being chased by a dog came up one time as well. He likes, so I want to know about the child. Huh? I want to know about the child. That is what is needed. He likes Home Alone. He likes Boss Baby. He has various different, he doesn't like to go out very much. We only started, he's 11 or something. Only started sports now. Yeah, he's 11 years old. He wants to feel independent, but his big thing is he needs to understand how others think in order to feel accepted. That is a very big deal. He does not relate with the outside world much at all. He doesn't have much resonance at all. He's still very immature. Okay, he never talks about the kids in school when he comes home. He doesn't know, actually, other kids very much. No feedback. He's very embarrassed. He looks down and his eyes are darting around. He does not speak up. He has trouble. He gets in trouble because he does not speak up. Once he could not move when the teacher asked him to move. He was embarrassed to move closer to a girl. He literally did not move. He said he wants to stay with me forever. He used to have a lot of constipation. He had a lot of yeast. So he had a red ring around the anus. So we can all know, everyone who has a child on the spectrum, on the high to moderate scale, can understand this, right? This is all very common. He used to have explosive stool. He used to have colics. So we know this is a general case so far. Okay. I asked about the pregnancy, and Mom said it was terrible, really, really horrible. It was like being terminally sick. She really wondered many times, does it feel like this when you are terminally ill? Now, we have the general information. We have some particular information about the child. But here, I can tell you, I've been doing this for over 25 years. No one has ever told me, is this how terminally ill people feel? That is a first for me. That is what we call the strange, rare, and peculiar. That's the individualizing factor in the case. This overrules everything else. It overrules all the generals. What is going to lead me to an accurate, individualized, highly individualized remedy is this information that is not shared with other people. In my practice, maybe some other people have felt that way. But so what does it mean? Feeling like being diagnosed as if terminally ill. It felt, and the answer was, it felt as if in a box by yourself. You're looking for a door to get out and you don't know how. You don't know how. It feels like a different world, like being in a different world. All gray around, nothing is alive, no living things. I was just sitting in this place, no sound, no people. Like during a cold, rainy day, raining and cold. Can't keep warm, always feel cold. Don't feel any joy. You see, now from this idea of terminally ill, that was a door. That was a door that takes us into the living, into the life of the case. This is how Mom felt. And essentially, this is how the child feels. So I'm going to make this very, very short. I'm going to cut to the chase. It said, what described the feeling of being in this place? And she said, it is like feeling no feeling in the legs and arms. The whole body didn't have any life, no energy, just none, just drooping. And that is the end point for me. Okay, I know this information is a very big leap for parents to understand. How does this relate to my child with autism, right? It's a leap, but it's not so much of a leap, really, because this information is fleshed out to me. That is the language that is required in order to find a good remedy for the child. So her feeling is really that of solitary confinement. There's no more feelings, okay? It goes to the end. It is not like being in jail. Being in jail, you're going to come out, okay? This is solitary confinement. You are stuck. And you see, and now, art back. And what could he not do? He could not move. He could not move. The teacher asked for him to move, to change seat, and he could not move. It's the exactly the same feeling as he did exactly the same thing as the mother felt during pregnancy. And that's the translation. That is the translation. Mom is not him, but mom had the feeling. He has the physical expression. He could not move. This absolutely leads me to one botanical family called the Primulaceae family. And then I break it down with all the plants in this family. I break it down to one, and that's the remedy I gave. So that's why I also never give the name of remedies, because they're all different. But you see, it's the exact match. He cannot move. In fact, he likes to stay home. He doesn't want to move much. He could not move, and that is perfect match. So that, I know it's a leap. I know how does this goes, and what family did you give? Don't worry about the remedy. Just pour your heart out, and we can find a remedy. Now, the follow-up. He comes home. He tells me what he's done in school. Mom, I'm so hungry today. You didn't give me so much to eat. He can really pause and think now. He can also use a break card like the other kids. Before, he could not use a break card because break card meant something really bad. He's not clapping his hand. He's not scratching words anymore. He got a merit certificate for the first time. Fear of bird is gone. Some difficulty grading, but not nearly as much. He's not as argumentative. He's quite self-conscious. He's very self-conscious. He wants to be independent. Change in comprehension is better. He has more empathy. Before, there was no empathy. He could not relate. It was not there. He was in that solitary confinement. We went out with a friend. Dinner was canceled, and he asked about him. He would never have asked before. He asked about the friends because the friends were sick. That's what happened. So he asked about him. He's expressing himself so much better. That's what it is. So we need to find the information that is received always makes sense. It's always great information. We match the two, or I match the two. That is my analysis, folks. Don't worry about it. Just pour your heart out. Say how you felt. Say what you feel your child is feeling. Give that all of that. There is nothing wrong, and we can find a remedy and have this type of brilliant result. Thank you so very much for listening. The website is Homeopathic Services. Take the leap. Homeopathicservices.com. take the leap, read the book. It's all there. It's all there. Your child can be, the autism can be reversed. There's no doubt about it. Thank you so very much. Till next time.